Whoa, mail time. Look at this. Got a Rotary, and we got stuff from Summit Racing. Get stoked. It's also raining today. If you haven't ever been to the Rad Ranch before, we do lots of things with Rotary powered machines. If you can't tell, there's also an RX-5 Cosmo down there next to my daily driver Jeep that I left the lights on coming home from work, a convertible Rotary truck, and then everything you've been wanting to see, which is the first start of the Holley Sniper on a Rotary car and how to set it up. So, welcome to the Rad Potential YouTube channel. Welcome to the small garage of the Rad Potential YouTube channel where we do big things. Okay? So, the Summit Racing box has all of the things that we need to complete the intake for the Holley Sniper system here. If you didn't see any of the previous videos and you're looking to install one of these, go check them out. I showed how to dial up the fuel system, get all that finished, make a throttle cable bracket, do all the wiring for your Sniper, remove the leftover wiring from all the old RX-7 parts that you don't need, etc., etc. So, the things that I have left to do here real quick before we try to fire this thing up. Nut and bolt check, make sure everything's good. Don't really need to hook up the vacuum advance for the distributor, but I'm going to do it anyways. It still needs coolant and this stuff tightened up, which I'm going to do before we start it because I'd like for it to warm up all the way on the first go so it can start its little self-learn daily whopper and try to figure itself out a little bit. And then ideally after the first start or during, today, tonight, now, I'm going to make an intake for this deal. So before we get to that, why don't we unbox this stuff? We'll talk through my intake plans real quick. We'll run through the initialization programming on the Sniper, and then this thing will get started. Intake parts for your Holley Sniper. Okay, so what we're configuring here, we've got an air filter, right? Much like this one. This air filter is going to reside up there in front of the radiator. Okay, next, moving rearward. We got a 3-inch piece of mild steel. I can weld mild steel here, so that's why we're using steel. You might want to use aluminum if you have the capability to weld and modify aluminum, but I don't, so I'm using steel. This is the pipe that's going to go through the radiator support right here, and it's going to be a hard pipe all the way down in front of the radiator, and that is going to hold the filter, and then also connect to the next bit of this whole equation, which is this lovely bendy flexible 3-inch flexible air duct. So the metal pipe will chill right here above the GSLSE coolant bottle. We switched from the GS one, which is this size that fills right in the top, to the GSLSE one, so we'd have some room. This piece is going to connect right here, much like so. Okay, so just imagine that stays where it is. Alright, next we have an adapter coupler to go from 4-inch to 3-inch, and then the big boy parts that we need. I say big boy, these are like, this is old big power muscle car stuff because we need a 4-inch deal for this guy right here, and that is going to reside right there, which I was a little worried about it, and I think we're good having to neck it down to 3 inches, that this was going to be really close to the strut brace, which it is, but I think she'll ride. So imagine that with the coupler, with this, and the pipe and all that stuff connected, and then like a little bit of this video, that's what you're going to see. So we're going to magically connect all of that. Alright, my dudes. So we are in the car here, getting ready to run through the steps to fire this baby up. So, alright, so following these steps, we're going to go to Wizard, select your Sniper type, 4 injector, 4150, 2x4, 4150, no, down, 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 down. I'm going to guess it's just the regular 2 injector 2300. Click. Next. Number of cylinders. Ooh. How big of an engine are we today? Since a 465 Holley could probably run a 305 Chevy, I'm going to pick 8 and go to next. Engine displacement, we're going to put, what is this in? Is this in like cubic inches? We're going to say for now that it's the adjustment on this is not entirely the best. A 305. Okay, so a 305 Chevy, 305 cubic inches. That's what I know. Or whereabouts. Next, target idle speed. We want like 1,000. Can I get to it faster this way? Oh yeah. There we go. How about 950? Sure. Next, cam type, stock/mild. Sure. RPM to coil spot, coil negative. Sure. Start. Uploading. We might have had a fuel leak. Let's go investigate for fuel leaks. Oh, I got some drips. Oh, looks like it's spraying out of both of these fittings right here. On the lines, okay, so I need to get some better hose clamps for those because these lines, the rubber, they didn't exactly fit the best. So let me add some hose clamps. We'll be alright. Okay, take 2. I think we're good. Alright. Just want to check these, the target AFRs. We can change them. 13.0 at idle, 14 at cruise, 12.5 at wide open throttle. It's perfectly fine for a stock 12A. Timing doesn't matter. Accelerator enrichment, this is going to be when you initially tip in, much like your accelerator pump. And go back. Fuel prime. This is how much. So, I think we're ready to go ahead and fire this thing up. So I'm going to go to monitor. We're going to go, sorry, I don't know if you guys can see this, but we're going to go to monitors. Sensors. We're going to get this screen, okay? So what this is showing me is map pressure, TPS is 0. Battery voltage is that. Let me go ahead and go back and go to, nope, I think we're good in here. Let's go to tuning, system, engine setup, that's good there, back, sniper setup, okay, let's go back, ignition setup, no. There's got to be a place in here for TPS. Back, advanced 2, no. Basic, no. Is the TPS already calibrated? Sorry, you guys. I guess you guys are kind of seeing what's going on. I guess we'll go to monitor, monitors, fuel, back. Sensors, TPS, I'm going to hit the throttle. Does it move? Oh yeah, okay. We're already calibrated. Alright, I think we're good. Monitors, sensors, multi-gauge sensors. Alright, so here we are. So I'm going to go ahead and crank it. We don't need this. Let's make sure we're getting a tack signal and then see if this rig starts, I guess. That's about all we can do, right? Oh, look at that. This thing almost started. First rip. Man, this might actually be good. I'm going to try to give it a little throttle, I think. Guys! Okay, so the RPM signal is really confused right now. Alright, so I'm going to have to, I think, change the number of cylinders to get that right. But dude, this thing started! Oh my gosh! Like that fired right up! So you can see my tack signal running at 2 grand. This is running at 1,000. So I'll have to change it back to 4-cylinder, I think. But this thing's running, guys. You see how fast that fired up? I didn't even have to touch the gas. Check it outside the car, boys. What's the AFR at? 14s? My guys, look at that thing working. Alright, so how the Holley works is it has a circle of fuel that sprays out. Oh, it's running. Alright, I'm gonna go shut it off. Dudes! It runs! Holy cow! I'm not exactly going to say that I thought it wouldn't run, but you never know. Alright, so a quick learner thing for you guys who don't quite understand how this Holley Sniper thing works. I want to show you guys how it delivers fuel really quick, because that's going to explain to you why all of that is all sprayy and stuff, okay? So in the Holley Sniper, it has, I'm just going to draw the carburetor, okay? Just like this. And there's the faux float bowl, right? On this side. Okay, is that how it's oriented? Yep. Okay. So you have fuel feed here. There's a rail in here, right? The big pressure regulator and your return back out. There's 2 injectors that sit here and here, okay? Like that. Normal style injectors. Now, on this barrel, okay, in the barrel, there's a collar that runs around the outside of both of these. All right, so I'm going to draw it in 3D so you can see it. So you've got this like collar looking thing, right? Okay, and then you've got the inner line on that side. Alright, so you have this collar, right? And your throttle blade is going through the collar this way, underneath it, right? So as this turns, it's drawing air. Okay, now in this collar, there's a bunch of orifices, i.e. little holes all the way around. Okay, basically that fuel injector over here feeds into that collar, okay? And as this tells it to fire, it delivers the fuel in a, I'm going to draw a circle here, in a fashion that squirts fuel out of the sides like this, okay? In a perfect spray ring of fuel, and your airflow is going into the whiteboard, which is then drawing all of that fuel, if this is it in a section view, and you're spraying fuel out this way, the airflow is coming down. This is drawing all of that fuel like this into the engine. Okay, so that's why it looks all funky, because at idle, right, this is still functioning much like a carburetor. We're not spraying fuel into the intake under the throttle body. We're still spraying fuel above the throttle blades body, throttle blades. Okay, so and then your throttle blade would be here. You know, as you opened it, right? So that's why you see over here on the Holley Sniper, you can see some of the excess fuel, right, has sprayed out the top of it. Okay, and that's because those little collars down there are just spraying fuel out, and then the throttle blades aren't open at idle, right? They're just chilling, so it's got to suck the fuel around it. Okay, so guys, It started! Stoked! Okay, so unfortunately, like I said, it got late. I say it got late. But anyways, I didn't finish the intake up tonight. I don't have a proper, like, good cutting tool to be able to cut this right now. So the fact that I, like, snapped a second ago and then we went to starting it, yeah, I didn't want to cut it with a Sawzall. I'm going to go buy one of those little jigsaws on a little air tool so I can cut this nicely and make it look pretty, because that's important for me, is to make this look nice. So, but what I want to do, though, is because I'm stoked that this thing started, is I want to update you guys with the first start video. Okay, so this is the first start video. I'm glad you guys are here. Glad you guys got to see this epic enthusiasm, learn a little bit more about the sniper on the Rotary. Obviously, I got a little bit more to learn about it. I lost my cat. And I got a little bit more to learn about the whole programming to make sure that the sniper tack reads right. As you saw, we're sitting on 4 or 8 cylinders right now, so the tack signal is firing half as fast as what it should be for the Rotary. You can see the tack in the dash is reading 2,000, and the sniper thinks it's at 1,000, which is why it's targeting that RPM and why we're idling so much. The AFRs looked pretty good, right? You got to think that this 2-barrel sniper shouldn't really have to struggle too much to run this 12A. You can hear it revving and stuff fairly well. It was running a little lean. I don't know if you all saw that, but I saw it, the tack light. The AFR light, the Holley sniper stuff, or Holley does a real good job on their screens. To Tony, what's up? So when I would rev it, the AFR light would turn yellow, which is kind of like in the, hey, you know, give me more fuel zone. But that's what the closed self-loop learn thing, whatever, is going to do for us, right? It's going to fix all of that when we go to drive it. So, super stoked for today. I'm going to call it a night right now on this video. I'm going to go inside and edit this so I can upload this for you guys next day after I get it started. And then I'm going to spend the weekend kind of just dialing this stuff in, and you guys are going to get a nice longer video about the rest of it. You know, I guess the ultimate test would be right now, before I let you go, let's go look, and I guess let you go. You guys are watching me. You can let me go anytime you want. Let's see if it just starts back up, right? So it was running for a little bit. I'm not going to touch the throttle pedal at all. We're going to turn the key on. Fuel pump's running. Bing, bang, boom. And we're ready to fire this baby up. Will it start? Guys, hear it kick into its target idle? Guys, did you see that? That literally fired right up! Oh my gosh, guys! It fired right up cold after I shut it off, untuned, and it didn't flood. That's something to speak about for how consistent the sniper is. Think it could do it again? Let's see if it does it again. Let's see if it does it again. Think it'll do it again? It'll comment below if it starts 3 times in a row. Oh, baby! Did you hear it catch itself? Hell yeah! Oh, man. Y'all might be having to get one of these. This thing might be that good. It might be that good, guys. It might be that good. Alright, well, I'm going to leave you guys with that. I got a few things to tidy up on this. I want to get this video uploaded for you guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm stoked that you guys are watching the sniper content. I understand the previous videos are the how-to, and this is probably the one you wanted to see, right? Getting this thing fired up. And boy, we did. Starts better than most of my really dialed carburetor cars don't even start that well. And maybe a OEM stock one, like bone stock with 4,000 miles on it, that is like perfect, starts better. But for a 100,000 mile motor, completely untuned base map for a 305 Chevy V8, I think it starts pretty dang good. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Keep it rad. Letty! Hey! No. You ain't smelling anything. Come here. Hey, Letty. Leave it. Come here. Come here. You gotta say hi to these guys. We're holding them out here for so long. How are you? You're wet because it's raining and you're not afraid of the rain, huh? Did you hear that? It started. Hey, jump for success. Letty. Hey, jump. Come here. Hey, jump. Oh, good job. Peace, guys.